Hey guys, Tanya Clarke-Marinelli here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And again, welcome to the free webinar training to get your money mindset makeover. Okay. Now, I'm going to give people a few minutes to get on live here. When you get on, put in your name and where you're from. Let me know that you guys can hear me. Just gonna see who all is here. Very cool. We got a lot of you guys here already. Totally celebrating you. So pop in your name, tell me where you're from. I got a lot of you guys on the line. This is exciting, and I know why you're here. You're probably wondering what the hell I'm talking about when I said I'm going to share with you guys a dirty little secret about the law of attraction, right? Michelina, San Francisco, welcome, welcome, my love. How are you? Thank you for joining us. And I'm also going to share with you the exact process that I began using about 10, 12 months ago in order to begin attracting my ideal clients. All right. It is no bullshit. I'm just giving it to you guys today. And this idea of sharing this specific process with you guys actually came about Monday. Okay. On Monday, I was on my mastermind call with my coach, with my business coach. And I shared with her, I was like freaking mind blown. I'm going through, I've told you guys before, but I've invested a lot of money in my knowledge to learn this stuff and taken many courses. And I remember I invested a few $1,000s in this one course, and it was all about learning sales and not being pushy. Okay. So I thought, you know what, there's a lot of great content in there, and I haven't looked it over in a while, but I'm going to put something together and create something for my clients right now and post it and just give them some wonderful, wonderful information. And what I was doing was going through this program, and it gave me a list of objections that your potential client on the other line may have, and how you can go ahead and really understand what it is that they're saying to you. So if they say something like, you know what, I don't have the money right now, or, I wish I could do it, but I can't do it, so on and so forth, then it kind of gave you a list of the subconscious thoughts and fears that the person on the other line may be experiencing, so you can redirect, their objection. And I got angry because I was going through it and I was like, you know what? I have never had to experience a call with anyone who had objections like these ones that I paid a few $1,000s to have the answers to. I've never experienced that. And I got a little angry because I was like, that's kind of, and I'm not going to name names or anything, but like, I got upset because I said that is salesy and that is pushy. And I'm not okay with that. Whenever I get a client on the line, hi, Mark, somewhere in Canada, that's amazing. Sorry, there goes my ADHD again, which I used to my benefit. So I got a little frustrated because I said, like, I don't believe in pushing. I don't sound salesy. I answer your questions. I answer your questions, your objections, the questions that you have for me hi, Jennifer, whenever you guys call me and you guys have questions about the program, whatever the case is, I answer your questions, and I answer it confidently because I believe in my program, and I have seen lives change just by signing up with me because I have wonderful information, wonderful content, right? And so I got a little frustrated because I was like, I've never used that. I've paid a lot of money for this information, but I've never used that information because that's not what I believe in, and intuitively that's not what I practice. That's not what I feel good about. So I'm like, you know what, guys? I'm going to share with you the exact process, the exact tool that I use to attract my ideal clients. And I don't hire clients that don't resonate with me. You guys might think that I'm blowing smoke up your ass, but anybody who's been on a call with me, who's connected with me, you'll know firsthand that if you and I don't resonate, I refer you on to somebody else who you will resonate with, or I thank you for having met you, whatever the case is, and we move on. Okay? I don't work with people who I don't resonate with. And it's a gift for that person and for myself as well, because it's going to lower my vibration. Okay? So what I did for you guys today is I've put kind of like a talk together for you guys. So I really invite you guys to be extremely present today. Shut off your cell phones, be present, be with me today, because I'm going to give you guys some business altering information today. I'm just going to give it to you. And I'm also going to, you can apply this not only with clients, but you can apply this with anything in your life, relationships, you name it, okay? And I'm going to invite you, again, I'm going to say it one more time, just to be here with me today. And I have a unique gift to give somebody at the end of this webinar. I've also done something a little bit different. I don't have a lot of slides for you guys. I have a little bit of a presentation. I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself for all of you new people here. And I'm going to just get you off the slides today, and I'm going to get you looking directly at me because I feel like I want to connect with you guys today directly, okay? So before I move on, this is my gift to you guys today. Whoever gets the beautiful quiz, I'm going to send you all these beautiful goddess cards, okay? This is the deck that I use. I've been using it for a couple of years now, and I still use it. Yesterday, I was, had an experience, and I required a little bit of an answer. So I went ahead and I asked my cards, and I've been shuffling them since I got here, but not going to incorporate it at all. But I just felt like this is my gift to you guys today. So stay tuned until the end of the webinar so I can go ahead and gift somebody on the webinar these beautiful cards. Now, I'm going to switch over to the presentation. I'm going to introduce myself, share with you guys what it is that I do, what it is that I'm passionate about, why I do it. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to share with you some details that may be life-changing for your business. Okay? One moment. Okay, present to everyone. Now, there I am. This is your free money mindset makeover webinar training. And like I said, today you guys are going to find out how to attract your ideal clients. And I mean only your ideal clients. And I can say that with such confidence because I am telling you I only work with my ideal clients, okay? And I'm also going to share with you guys a dirty little secret about the law of attraction, all right? And knowing this is going to really explain to you why the process that I'm going to share with you guys today is so freaking powerful. So as I mentioned before, my program's been featured on local news, TV stations, radio stations. I mean, I've been interviewed on numerous blog talk radio shows. I have my own. I'll get to that in a minute. But here's my investment, okay? Not only in spiritual entrepreneurs out there, but my investment is this Empowering Kids Alternative Learning Center. And guys, if you missed the radio show this morning, I'm also going to invite you guys to go and download that. I'm now on iTunes, so you guys can just download them and listen to all the previous episodes. But today it blew my own mind. I'm kind of still mind blown and so grateful to have Gigi on today. But we talked a lot about nature and reconnecting and screen time and her experience with screen time growing up. So this is my beautiful baby. This is my project that I hope to be working on for the rest of my life, the Empowering Kids Alternative Learning Center. And good news, we only have, I think, 1 or 2 spots left in week 2. So week 2 is pretty much full. Week 1, we still have spots. So I'm celebrating that. And I'm thanking Tracy McDowell, the Forest School teacher, on that one, and for teaming up with me and believing in the program. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Enroll your kids today. Like I was saying this morning, this is a very unique camp to Winnipeg. We have a beautiful location, and we focus on emotional intelligence. We focus on nurturing the connection, the intuitive connection that our kids already have more than we do in most cases. And we really want to nurture that, and we want them to continue to use that intuitive muscle. Here's my program. This is another baby that I want to work on for the rest of my life, is shift your money mindset to create the freedom that you guys deserve today. And why? Because I'm going to get into that in a minute, but money is a tool for me, guys. Money is a tool for me. It's a tool for me to be able to have the freedom to work on the school, to have the freedom to be with my children, to have the freedom to travel with my children, to just really assist me in creating a life that I freaking love. And I want to share all of these tools with as many people out there as I possibly can. As you can tell, I'm a little bit passionate today. Long story. I'll probably share it throughout the webinar. So this is Gigi. Isn't she beautiful? She's gorgeous, but she's freaking intelligent. Go ahead and I'll share with you guys the link in a few moments. But listen, take a listen to that radio show this morning. I think my jaw was open most of the show. So I'm very blessed to have people like Gigi on the radio show. You can find it on iTunes, Empowering You and Your Children. I also do some signature talks, overcoming your negative self-talk, okay? Secrets every successful woman needs to know, man needs to know, anybody needs to know, child needs to know. Overcome your negative self-talk. Another signature talk is the most important ingredient for your child's success, emotional intelligence. And of course, corporate training. Corporate training is key, and it's very, very dear to my heart. And it's basically emotional intelligence for corporations and for their specific needs in the corporation, so they can experience happiness, relaxation, stress-free lives while they're working in corporate. And also, I've done workshops. I do a couple of workshops a month. And public speaking is probably one of my favorite ways to connect with people. I do many workshops around Winnipeg, Manitoba. I work with inner city youth. I work with reservations. I work with, women, empowering women's programs, you name it. And all those signature talks, they're put into workshops, and I work directly with people. So I'm loving that. And like I said, money for me is a tool, guys. It is a tool. It is how I am able to sit here and give back to you guys and provide you guys with kick-ass trainings every single week. That is part of the reason. And another part of the reason is that I can follow my passion of coaching, coaching this stuff, teaching all you guys this stuff, doing the school, being closer to my kids. That's just, I'm following my inner compass and doing what it is that I feel I really, really need to do here, my purpose here on this earth. And I hope that I can, if anything, just get you guys to a point where you understand that money is simply energy. All you are is exchanging energy for your service, which is energy. That's all it is. It's nothing more complicated than that. Absolutely nothing more complicated than that. So I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to stop. And I'm just going to welcome y'all here one more time. And there is a request from somebody, but I don't know how to check it. So I apologize. If you're trying to chat on the chat box and it's not working because we've had that a few times, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep my I just got a message. I'm going to keep my phone open, and because if you can't chat on the chat box and you want to answer the question in order to get your beautiful goddess cards today, send me a message, okay? Now, let's just get straight into it because I have a ton of information that I'm dying to share with you guys. Reading through this previous program that I purchased and all of the how do you call it? Back in the day, I used to work at a calling company. I think I was like 15 and 16 years old. And they gave us a list of things to say back to the people who were like, no, I'm not interested in whatever it is that you have to offer. And then we'd be like, yeah, but, right? And I, the other day going through this, it kind of reminded me of that. Now I get that if you have a business and it's a spiritually based business, I get that you got to get to the point where you believe in your service so much that you got to read between the lines. You got to do that. You got to read between the lines because you know that if that person on the other line signs up for your program, that they're going to experience some shifts. At least I know that about my service. But I'm not in the business of bullying. I am not in the business of bullying. I don't feel good about it. It lowers my energy, therefore takes away from what it is that I can provide to my existing clients and just to anybody and everybody, okay? And it kicks my integrity to the ground. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to share with everybody out there exactly how it is that I attract and I manifest my ideal clients on a regular basis, okay? First of all, before I get into that, this will better help you understand the process. Today, we're going to talk about the dirty little secret behind the law of attraction. And the reason why I said the dirty little secret is because who here has watched the movie The Secret, okay? I'm not dissing the movie The Secret. However, it's actually something that it's a recommended watching in my program because it really harnesses the feeling and explains so well the law of attraction. But here's the thing. For those of you who don't even know what the law of attraction, oh, I was scratching my neck. I can see it's all red. Tell me, who here is familiar with the law of attraction and who here has no idea and wants a full overview, full overhaul, full explanation on what the law of attraction is? Type into the chat box. Type into the chat box. I'm going to give you an explanation to begin with. Okay. I got your message, Jamie. So you know what, Jamie? If you want, when the time comes, go ahead. Go ahead and type in to the message, you know, whatever it is I'm going to ask you later. Monica, share. Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to do it. Michelina knows it well. Okay, so the law of attraction is just as true as the law of gravity is, right? The law of gravity. It's a universal law. It is. It just is. The law of attraction states that like energy attracts like energy. What you think of persists. On a deeper note, what you feel, you vibrate out, boomerang effect comes right back at you. It might not come back at you in the way that you gave it out, but you're gonna get something of that equivalent vibration back, all right? Now, quick explanation a little bit further, okay? There are two types of vibration, high and low. High vibrational emotions, low vibrational emotions, okay? All the high vibrational emotions are things like happiness, joy, contentment, excitement, clarity. Those are all high vibrational emotions. Clarity. I'm going to step out on a whim and say that clarity is the highest vibration out there. Low vibrational emotions are things like sadness, anger, anxiety, depression, insecurity, unsure, like that feeling of just being unsure, wishy-washy, right, is complete opposite of clarity. Those are all low vibrational emotions. So what you guys think about, what you guys feel on a regular basis, the majority of your day, those are the feelings that you're attracting back into your life. Law of attraction. What you think of persists. Like energy attracts like energy. Okay? So let me know if you need a further explanation on that. But that's the law of attraction. Okay, great. I watched The Secret. Secret's great. You want to be a million, all you have to do is think positive, think positive, think positive. Bullshit. That is the dirty little secret about the law of attraction. It's great that you guys know about the law of attraction. But if you guys don't know about the other universal laws in order to harness that true feeling, then you're screwed. You're screwed. And this is what I mean. If you're thinking positive in regards to your business, okay, awesome, Monica. If you're thinking positive in regards to your business, your relationship, then, and you're in another, 5 minutes later, you're judging another person for how they're doing something. I wouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't. Why is that person wearing that? They're way too old to be wearing that. Blah, 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 blah. Your opinions, whatever the case is, you guys are kicking the law of attraction, what your positive thinking to the curb. Okay? You can't do a little bit here and a little bit there. It's got to work together as a whole. Now I'm going to share with you, okay? So how many of you guys have heard of the law of deliberate creation? So the law of deliberate creation is basically the law of attraction, only you're deliberately creating. And here's what you need to know in order to deliberately create your ideal clients, deliberately manifest your ideal clients, okay? The most important universal law, in my opinion, is the law of allowing, okay? The law of allowing has two parts to it. The first part is allowing others to be who they are in their own authentic skin. So if you see a woman who you think is much too old to be wearing whatever it is that she's wearing, you are not practicing the law of allowing. You are not allowing that person to be who they are in their own authentic skin, okay? You're judging them, period. If you see a mother spanking a child in the mall and you participate in judgment against that person, you're not practicing the law of allowing. You are not allowing her to be who she is in her authentic skin. You may feel like you have an obligation to fine. But again, that's fine. You need to put yourself into those places where maybe the home that she was raised in, the home that she came from, this is 10 times better than what she came from. And whatever the case is, you just don't know what you don't know. You don't know everybody's story, okay? But for you to consume those negative feelings and just judgment on its own, judgment is down here. That is a low vibration. And it's not going to serve you and it's not going to serve them. You might receive it as an impact in order to inspire you to do something more, inspire you to take action to improve situations in people's lives, all right? But here's what I know about parenting and here's what I know about parental coaching, okay, in my coaching practice, is that if I got two kids, which I have three, but my two boys are really close in age, if one is hitting the other one, I look at the one that who did the hitting, and said, are you okay? Rather than first going to the one who got hit and ask them if they're okay. Because I look at the one hitting and I think, you're clearly upset. There's something going on. Are you okay? What's going on? Talk to me. If you as an adult are hitting another person, I'm going to look at you and go, are you okay? Are you okay? Is everything all right? Here's the thing. When we're judging another person, we just don't know, right? We don't know. We haven't walked in their shoes. It could be anything. So that's step one of the law of allowing. And please give me your feedback. If you have a specific, if you have something specific that you want to share in regards to judgment, please share, okay? Now, the second part to the law of allowing is allowing yourself to be who you are, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but we judge ourselves more than we judge other people, right? Say yes. Say yes if you agree with me. New level, new devil. That's something that I heard from my coach, and I'm going to forward it on. New level, new devil. Okay? So I can sit here and judge myself all I want. I'm going to get off this webinar. I'm not going to do this, but I could get off this webinar and go, oh my gosh, that was horrible. That was blah, 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 beat myself up, judge myself for it, you know, and so on and so forth. But where is that going to get me? Where is that going to get me? And where is that going to get you? Nowhere that you want to be. Okay? The law of allowing, the law of allowing is the most important law out there. So take notes. All right? 1, you allow other people to be who they are the way they are. 2, you allow yourself to be who you are the way you are. Okay? Stop shoulding on yourself. So stop saying I should do this, I should do that, whatever the case is. Stop saying they should know better. They should know better. Okay? Get rid of that. Allow people to be who they are. Allow yourself to be who you are. So if you find yourself in a group, you're having drinks, whatever the case is, and they're making fun of this person because they're wearing that. They're making fun of that person because they're wearing that, or whatever the case is, because they look, their hair, whatever. Remove yourself from that situation, okay? That is called healthy boundaries. Surround yourself with the energy that you want more of, period. The next law I'm going to share with you guys is the law of detachment. And this is key. And this is why. Where's my note? There it is. Have you ever found yourself saying yes to a client that you knew was going to be that was not going to be good for you guys? Have you found yourself saying yes to that because you were attached to the money that they brought in? Share with me. If you're a spiritual entrepreneur and you were like, I'm going to say yes because I need that money right now. Please explain new level, new devil a little more. Absolutely. Way too much. Okay. So new level, new devil meaning, I'll get back to that, Jennifer. New level, new devil meaning you reach a new level in your business, right? You reach a new level in your business, your life even. There is going to be more inner gremlins that you're going to have to work through. So new level, new devil. You are always going to be progressing and you're always going to be working on something. Okay? And I forget exactly what I brought that up in regards to. But hang on to that because that's really useful. I invested thousands of dollars in one course and I got all this information and it really, really served me. It really, really served me. But then I reached a new level of awareness. And it's like, oh, what the hell? And I'm still working on, up-leveling. And when you up-level, right? When you reach higher awarenesses, you're always going to experience blocks because ego wants to keep you small, right? You're always going to experience blocks. So that's what I mean by new level, new devil, is that there's always going to be things that you're going to need to work on and work toward in order to experience more up level. Does that make sense? Now back to this, have you ever found yourself accepting clients because you were attached to the money that they brought in rather than working with them? Jennifer, do you find once you hit a new level, you feel like it's a minor setback? Do you find that once you hit a new level, you feel like it's a minor setback? Can you elaborate that on that just a little bit, Jennifer? I feel like that's a really good question. That's a great question. I want to answer it correctly though. So just give me a little bit more feedback on that. Now, here's the law of detachment. The law of detachment states that attach yourself to the feeling of the outcome, but detach yourself from the specific outcome. Does that make sense for everybody? Because now you're higher, but now you have more issues to work through. Absolutely. So I wouldn't describe it as a minor setback. I would describe it more of a learning curve. You have more to learn, right? When you reach a higher level, leveraging becomes extremely important. So for me, I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own business. I run it by myself. I reached the point where it's like, I need to bring people in. I need to leverage this stuff because I'm not going to grow in my business or businesses if I have to handle everything, right? So leveraging becomes extremely important. Bringing people in and leveraging. And leveraging is different than delegating, because delegating is, here, do this, but I'm going to look through it. I'm going to review it. I'm going to put just as much time into it. Leveraging is, okay, we got an understanding. You know exactly what I want. Go ahead. You do it. Let me know when it's done. Whatever the case is, you get people that you can trust. So that's been my experience. Now, where was I? Attach yourself for the feeling. So everything is feeling, everything is vibrational. It is all in how you feel. All of it is in how you feel. So if you're just positive thinking, okay? I love how Tony Robbins says this. He's like, I don't do affirmations, I do incantations. I hope I pronounced that right. And the difference between that is pretty much the same. It's a mantra, right? Only you're attaching the feeling and the enthusiasm behind it. So if I was talking to you in a very monotone voice, you probably wouldn't be receiving as much energy or feeling from me, right? So when you're saying affirmations like, I am awesome, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I'm beautiful, and trying to convince yourself of that, chances are your subconscious isn't really going to believe you. So when you say it, when you look in the mirror and look in your eyes and you're like, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, and whatever, and really feel those feelings of being beautiful. Tell yourself why you're beautiful, and so on and so forth. It creates a different feeling, okay? And that feeling vibrates, and you vibrate that out. And do it because you want to. If you force yourself to say affirmations and you don't want to, you really don't want to, then you're just saying them and you're vibrating on a low vibration. Remember, feeling's everything. Feeling is everything. Any questions, just type them in, guys, because I'm just going to keep going. So the law of detachment. Attach yourself to the outcome, to feeling of the outcome, not the specific outcome. And here's why. What's your biggest goal? Type it into the chat box. What's your biggest goal? Do you want to, make $10,000 a month? Okay. What's believable to you? If you use an affirmation of, I am so happy and grateful now that I am earning $10,000 a month, but your subconscious is going, bullshit. then lower it, okay? And then achieve it, and then it'll be believable, and then higher it, achieve it, it'll be believable. I started out with, I just want to earn enough to pay my business coach. I just want to earn enough to pay my business coach. And then once I was paying my business coach, it became believable. I was like, hell yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Now I'm going to raise it. I want to make 5,000. I want to make 5,000. Hell yeah, I'm doing it. Okay. Did that for a little while. I want to make 10,000. I want to make 10,000. And for me, it was, I want to make 10,000, but I want to make 10,000 excluding all of the income from other sources, all of the income from other sources. So I can honestly look at you guys and go, I made $10,000, but really I made more because I have this business going on. I have this income going on, and so on and so forth. Okay, but in this particular webinar, I talk about the Invest in Yourself course and what is possible for just this. Okay, so I worked my way up. New level, new devil, new level, up level, up level, up level. Okay, and I'm going to share with you guys how I did it. Now, first of all, is there any feedback on the law of detachment, the law of allowing, the law of attraction? That is the secret behind the law of attraction, is that you can watch The Secret, you can know about the law of attraction, but if you don't know about these other universal laws and you're vibrating on a low vibration in all these other areas and you're just thinking positive about your business, I can make 10 grand, I can make 10 grand, I can make 10 grand. Why is that guy such an asshole? And then you're contradicting your energy. Okay? That is the biggest key that you guys need to understand, is that you can't contradict your energy. Okay? You can't mix up that energy. If this is what you want to generate and create, and you want to experience the true meaning of success, which is doing what it is that you want to do because you want to do it and being happy about it, experiencing balance, this is what you guys need to know and put into practice. Okay? So get a piece of paper and a pen. And before I go into the process that I'm going to give you right now, that I use and still use to this day, I'm going to ask if anyone has any questions before I move on. Any questions about the law of allowing? Any questions about the law of deliberate creation? The law of allowing. I'm just going to share one more thing about the law of deliberate creation. If your outcome is to, generate, I know, a new car, and you're like, I want this car. I want this specific car. That's the car that I want. And you attach yourself to that specific car as your outcome, you may not receive it. When you attach yourself so hard onto one specific outcome, what you do, two things that you do, is you close yourself off to bigger and better, because you don't know what you don't know. So subconscious, unconscious, the universe, God, divinity might have bigger and better plans for you. But because you've cut yourself off to anything else other than that one specific car, bigger and better may not come to you. Okay? So you need to, and the second thing is that when you attach yourself so tightly to one specific outcome, you then begin to generate low vibrational emotions because you're scared that you're not gonna get that. You hang on to it so tightly and you start to experience fear that you may not get that one specific outcome. Does that make sense to everyone? So here's the kicker with the law of detachment. It's that you attach yourself so tightly to those feelings and detach yourself, or allow the universe, God, divinity to bring in something bigger and better if that's what is planned for you. Yeah, it becomes a limiting belief. Okay? So grab a piece of paper and a pen, and here's my paper. It's like falling apart, whatever the case is. It's been rewritten. No, it hasn't been rewritten. It's been highlighted, crossed off. A couple words changed, whatever the case is, okay? I'm going to share this with you. So here's where you really harness the law of attraction, right? It's not only about your words. It's also about your feelings. It's more about your feelings than anything else. So used by Michael Lozier, the law of attraction expert, right? It's you place your hand over your heart, and that really expands your heart energy. Okay, it'll expand your heart energy. So placing your hand over your heart, deep breath in, right? That is how you're really going to activate the law of attraction. Okay, so first step, grab your pen and paper and draw a line. I have no on here. Here's a piece of paper. You draw a line down the middle. On one side, very first side, you're going to have don't wants, okay? What I don't want. And then you're going to have wants. And I've shared this, maybe I've shared this before, but I've shared it in my practice before. So on that first column, you're going to have don't wants, okay? So what don't you want in your ideal client? What don't you want in your ideal relationship? Or whatever it is that you want to attract into your life. You've got to make the room in order to put in whatever it is, the energy, the like energy of whatever it is that you want to attract. So we want to get rid of everything that you don't want, okay? So type into the chat box, what is it that you guys don't want? Okay, for me, I don't want clients who don't believe in me. I don't want clients who are going to, you know, question every piece of information that I give them. I don't want clients who are going to tell me that I'm not worth what I charge. I don't want clients who are going to be negative. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. Negativity. I don't want clients who are going to, you know, not put the work in. I want clients who are going to put the work in. So once you come up with 10 things of what you don't want in a client, then on the other side, you're going to turn those 10 things that you don't want into 10 things that you do want. And here's another universal law for y'all. The law of polarity. The law of polarity speaks to duality. Excuse me. The law of polarity speaks to transformation. For everything, there is a polar opposite. Everything. Love, hate, positive, negative, short, tall, yin, yang. Okay, the law of polarity speaks to duality. Everything has a polar opposite. Everything. Okay? So for everything that you don't want, everything that you don't want to experience, everything that you hate in your life, it can totally be transformed with a decision. Okay? So take that piece of paper and turn all your don't wants into wants. So I want positive clients. I want clients who are going to love and adore me. I want clients who will respect me. I want clients who will do the work, right? I want clients who are going to do the work. And then you're going to put them all, you're going to tie the teachings of the law of attraction mentors in here. And I'm going to share with you specifically what it is. So once you come up with your don't wants, come up with your wants. And then if you want, go back, re-listen to the webinar, copy this word for word. I invite you to copy it word for word. Go ahead. Now, the very first paragraph and the last paragraph are specifically from the law of attraction training, okay? So the very first paragraph is this. I am in the process of unfolding all that I need to do, know, or have to attract my ideal high-end coaching clients. My ideal clients. whatever the case is for you, okay? That, definitely use that first paragraph. Now, here's what I came up with. And again, I invite you to use it. I love knowing that my ideal high-end coaching clients are easily inspired by me, are excited to work with me, have the money to hire me, understand the value of my work, and each transfer me money before the end of our very first call together. Okay? I love knowing that my ideal clients are responsible action takers who love, adore, honor, trust, respect, and listen to me. I love my deep soul connection, and it's like talking to a long lost friend. And ask any of my clients, seriously, it is. It's so exciting because my ideal clients immediately know that I am the right coach for them, and they're eager to get started right away and gratefully pay me whatever it is that I charge to support them in their love, expansion, and freedom. I'm so excited to work with my ideal clients who are, for me, okay, parents and women who would love to empower themselves and their children, women whose world is inspired by their children, women who know that an alternative way of learning is what's best for them and their families, women who are humanistic, even single mothers, working mothers, who would love to know how to teach their children to empower themselves while committed to fulfilling their own desires, okay? And then between the ages of years old, ready to take action and get great results from our work together, and they tell all of their friends about me. All of them. Y'all tell all your friends about me. The next sentence is, I love how quickly my ideal clients say yes to my fees on the phone and sell themselves on why it's a good idea to hire me right now. It's so exciting to hear them convince me why it's the perfect timing for them to get started on working on themselves and hire me to help them. I love working with my ideal clients because I love getting paid for what comes naturally to me, right? I love, and this is the last paragraph, I love that the law of attraction is in the progress of unfolding and attracting everything that I need to make this happen. All right? So copy it word for word if that's your business. If it's not, copy the first paragraph, the last paragraph, and go ahead and use the beginning of these sentences. I love knowing that, I love knowing it is so exciting because, I'm so excited because, right? And I love how quickly, I love working with my So copy all of those and make it yours. What I did with this was every morning, every night, I looked at myself in the mirror. I put my hand over my heart because I expanded that energy, and I read it, and I read it, and I read it, okay? They ask you to do it morning and night. I did it much more than that throughout the day. So I invite you all to go ahead, model that, take it, make it your own. This really speaks to the law of attraction. This was a jam-packed webinar today because you learned all about what the secret doesn't tell you. You need to have clarity on all these other universal laws to understand the law of attraction in its entirety. The law of attraction is happening whether you believe it or not, just like the law of gravity is. It's happening whether you believe it or not, okay? It is a spiritual law, a universal law, whatever it is, principle. In order to be, now that you're aware of it, you can really tap into the law of deliberate creation and deliberately create what it is that you want to experience. Jennifer, can you post those paragraphs or send? I was working with the kids and missed it. Absolutely, Jennifer. You know what? After this is done, there will be a replay sent out to your email, and then you can just re-listen to it. And if you have a challenging time with that, hop on over to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and then you guys will also have the replays via YouTube, okay? That's what I encourage you guys to do. I encourage you guys to watch it again, pause it, write it down, watch, unpause it, write it down, and so on and so forth. I got a message. I just want to make sure that it's not due to, no, it's not for the thing. So give me some feedback. Let me, absolutely, Jennifer, let me answer your questions. There's a lot of amazing content here. I get that it's a lot. I guarantee you, you take this, you implement it, you run with it, it will work for you. It will work for you. It worked for me. And of course, I took action and I applied everything that I learned, that I know. But that's what you guys can do too, right? So what's your feedback on this? Any questions? Any questions? I am twice over certified coach. I am a money mindset mentor. I am a mentor, mindset mentor through Take Your Power Back Now. And I have all this amazing information that I share with my clients. And right here, right now, you guys can get whatever coaching that you require for free. So type in your questions. I really encourage you to do that. 90% of success is showing up. 90% of success is showing up. And then here, listen to this. So this morning I went to Toastmasters, and every Thursday you guys are going to hear a little story about my experience in Toastmasters. Last night at 11 o'clock, just after I finished putting all this together for you guys, or touching it up, I went ahead and received an email, and they asked me to do this like major role in Toastmasters. And I'm like, okay, I just like, okay, all right. And basically something that I always share is, when presented with an opportunity, say yes, worry about it later, right? Say yes, worry about it later. So that's what I did. I was like, all right, and got there a few minutes early to talk with my mentor about, my mentor about how the hell I was going to do this, okay? So I went in there, and that's what I said. I said, okay, today I'm going to talk about when you're presented with an opportunity, do you say yes, even if it's scary, because it's an opportunity? Opportunity is for growth. Do you say no because of the fear that you're experiencing? Or do you procrastinate and don't give an answer at all, right? What's your decision? What's your decision? It's all in the decision, right? You don't know what you don't know. But when you show up, you're going to hear something that might spark something. Do you know what I mean? You're going to hear something. You just show up, something, you're going to see some sort of result. Okay, Monica, when in a situation with someone that is negative, but need to stay with them for many hours, how can I stay positive and not let their negativity take me down or get caught up in it? Yeah, so this happens a lot in the corporate world, am I right? This happens a lot in families, am I right? Like whether that's your children, your siblings, your parents, you may feel like you're forced to be around them. And if you're working in a corporation, you kind of more so are forced to be around them. So there's this process that I share with my clients, and it's just a little meditation that you can do. I'm going to give you two answers to that. There's a little meditation that you can do, and it's this: just envision, close your eyes, deep breath in, relax. You envision kind of like a sphere around you. And what this sphere is, it is a filter. And what it does is it releases all of everything that you want to bring back into this bubble, to this filter. But it filters out everything, all the energies that you don't want to receive in your space. So this filter protects you from all those negative energies. Okay? All you got to do is visualize it. All you got to do is visualize it. Your subconscious, unconscious, whatever, doesn't know the difference between what's a thought and what is in our reality. So visualize it. You got this sphere. it's not allowing any of those negative energies to come in. Therefore, it's not affecting your energies, okay? But you got to be conscious. When you go into a family gathering, when you're Christmas shopping and there's so many crazy energies out there, zip up, go in. Going to a family gathering, zip up, go in, okay? You got to be aware and have your intention. The second answer I'm going to give you to that is this. When you get into a habit of vibrating on a high frequency, these low frequencies, you're not on that. You're not there anymore. You either don't notice it, they find somewhere else to go, whatever the case is. Okay? That's actually a really good idea for an in-depth webinar. But it's like, I've heard it explained like this. There are like different radio stations. You can't listen to 104, the country music station, if you're listening to 106. Okay, you can't listen to both stations at once. So if you're on this frequency, there's no way that you can be on this frequency. But if you're on this frequency, there's no way that you can be on this frequency. You can only be on one frequency at a time. And that's what you're bringing back in. Okay, so that's a lot of information. Go back and listen to it again. Monica, that's a great question. And those are some awesome tools that I just shared. And I have somebody messaging in that can't get on there. So Jamie says, it's brilliant. It's being you. Law of allowing, opening my eyes for sure. Law of deliberate creation also hit me at home. Just drop the feed. Okay, never mind. So anyways, yeah, it's fantastic. It's like the law of allowing, getting really familiar with the law of allowing is really going to help you guys out in being okay with you, accepting you, knowing that you're freaking amazing the way you are, right? And so here's the thing. I got these beautiful cards. We only got a few minutes left. I wanted to share my program with you. My program is the investinyourselfcourse.com. I'm going to put in the website, investinyourselfcourse.com. If you haven't scheduled your free 60-minute call with me yet, click on that website, go and schedule it now. If you've been on the fence about it, go and schedule it now. The worst thing that's going to happen, you guys, is that you get a lot of free content that you can implement in your business, right? The best thing that's going to happen is that this may be a great fit for you. Plain and simple. So my question for you guys is, what are the two parts of the law of allowing? Type it into the chat box. I'm also going to check the Facebook Messenger messages. So whoever can give me that, the two parts of the law of allowing, I will send these to your door. These are amazing cards, FYI. I love you guys. You guys always show up. Always show up. And you guys participate. That's amazing. I love that you guys participate. Because this is juicy content, man. This is literally, I said this every day, every day, every day with feeling, expanding my heart energy, looking at myself in the mirror, believing that this shit is true because this is what I want. And guess what? I haven't had a client sign up and work with me long-term, okay, that was not this ideal client. Michelina, allow others to be themselves as they are. Allow yourself to be fully and wholly yourself. Absolutely. Michelina, you were first. You are going home with these. I love you so much. And you always participate as well. I'm totally celebrating you guys. I have a message here. Yes, you got it right too, Mr. Jamie. However, Michelina, you jumped right on it. So this is exactly how I attract my clients. And guess what? You don't only attract clients, you attract your ideal clients and only your ideal clients. And I'll even go a step further. Speaking engagements, I am telling you, 90% of the audience are my ideal clients. I am speaking, I create that audience, Okay, I literally create the audience that I speak to. Every audience that I speak to, like I said, 90% my ideal client. And here's one more thing that I kind of added to the bottom, my little twist to it. I put my affirmations to the bottom because I'm already like vibrating. I'm going to go ahead and throw my affirmations that I'm working on that month or whatever. So here I go. I am successful. I am successful. I am an amazing mother. Okay. And here's one that I worked on for a very long time. And I still say it every day, over and over and over again. I am the best at what I do. I am the best at what I do. I have the best program out there that changes lives, and so on and so forth. So these are the type of thoughts that I think every day, all day long. So with that, guys, click on that website, book your call with me. Don't hesitate, book it, okay? And like I said, the worst thing that's going to happen is that you guys get free content to implement in your business. Boom. And also pop your email address in there and get your free 3-part video series. It is 12:31. I'm celebrating you guys. I love you so much. Keep showing up. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. Always say yes to those opportunities, because that is you deciding that you are going to show up. Okay? I love you. Can't wait to connect with you guys next week. Take care and bye.